Hey folks, how y'all doing? It's PawPaw again. And we're going to try to sharpen some cheap knives. Be right back. Well, let me tell you that these knives I'm about to work with are some knives that's been laying around the house, been here for a long time. They're cheap. They're pretty good for spreading mayonnaise, I guess. That's about it. They're them cheap knives you buy at Walmart, made in China. They ain't no count. But they just finally got so dull, couldn't do nothing with them. So I decided, what the heck? Let's break out the heavy artillery. I was perusing the Harbor Freight flyer that I got in the mail, and it had this handheld knife sharpener for $1.99. And I said, well, that's a pretty good deal. I think I'll drive over there and get that and pick me up something free. So I got me a 5-foot by 7-foot tarp while I was at it. Harbor Freight's just 2 blocks right over there. So anyway, I went over and got that knife sharpener and broke out my little 1-inch belt, sander. So we're gonna try to put us an edge on these knives. Don't know how much luck I'm gonna have. I'd taken one of them that had big old, somehow or another, had a big old chunk knocked out of it. I gotta keep my stuff away from my wife, I reckon. Big old chunk knocked out of my knife. So I had to take it to the grinder and grind like a quarter inch off the cutting edge, just to try to somewhat shape it up. So anyway, I'm gonna demonstrate using a 1-inch sander, belt sander, and this a knife sharpener, and see if we can't get these knives to live another day. All right, well, let's fire up that sander, shall we? Gordon handheld knife sharpener, item 62452. This is on sale at Harbor Freight for $1.99. I like it because it keeps my hand out of the way is all. Let's see. Mo Buddy 65 Ford says, hell, if it cuts paper, it's good enough. Everybody likes the paper cut test. I don't know if we will or not, but by God, it'll cut a tomato. There we go. All right. There's a KitchenAid knife I got at Walmart years ago. It ended up getting chips knocked in it, and I took it to a big old grinder and tried to grind some of it off. Now this Farberware knife Both these are Farberwares. They ain't much good. They don't have a lot of good steel on them. They're just all kinds of burrs. But if I can get them to slice a tomato or something, be alright. But I really like these little handheld sharpeners like that. That's pretty good. These are cheap knives too, really cheap. Another Farberware from Walmart. Now this is one I don't think cut. I was having a hell of a time getting the edge on this. Well, we'll see. Maybe it's the other, I don't know. Yeah. Well, if it cut a head of cabbage, it'd be alright. That's good enough. It'll cut a head of cabbage or some tomatoes. It'll cut something. Alright, well that's some cheap Walmart knives. Got the edge back on them. That's all mucked up. Like I said, they had big old chips knocked out of it. But get a cut. Alright then. Well, all I was wanting to do there was just show you an easy way to sharpen a knife. I am not as good as Mo over there at 65 Ford. Now that boy, he's good. He just takes a good old wet rock and flat puts an edge on a knife. And he and I think a lot alike when it comes to edge on a knife. Don't necessarily want one to shave. I just want it to be able to cut what I want to cut. And you know, he says, just like I do, well, everybody wants to see a knife cut paper, so there you go. But you know, I ain't never ate no paper, so I ain't never had much need to cut paper. But anyhow, y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye. Don't forget to check in on Thursdays. We have Fat Train Thursday. Oh, PawPaw's on a diet. And I need all the help I can get. So y'all make sure you tune in. I got a little guilty today. Poor Sadie, she ain't had no treat. So I stopped by Crystal Hamburgers and got her a couple of hamburgers. And I want to give a thank you shout out to Crystal Hamburgers because they have a military discount. So I really appreciate that. A $2 meal ended up costing me $1.79 tax and all. That was 2 little burgers and french fries. Sadie loved them. Yeah, I tasted them a little bit. Bye.